What up, YouTube? It's your boy Kurt, man. I'm back with another video. Peace to the guys, peace to the goddesses, peace to the kings, peace to the queens, peace to everybody tapping in, man. Peace to the guys, peace to everybody. Hold on, man. Hold on. Yeah. Nigga, I'm on your ass today, nigga. I'm on your ass, bro. I'm on your ass. Hey, it's a Thursday. I hope you had a good day, bro. Top of the Thursday evening, you feel me? Hey, I'm a little early today, man. I'm a little early. It's like 7:30 in the evening, you feel me? I usually record around 8. But I got home a little early and I decided I might as well get this shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? Cause still got a couple things I need to do. But let's get into it, man. Hold on. Make sure this door closed, man. This shit be loud as a bitch, man. I can hear the cars outside, man. But check this out. My nigga, we have to refuse to be broken men, bro. Is you broken? You, nigga. Is you a broken man? Bro. Maybe you did go through trauma and shit when you was young, you know? Maybe you did. But you ain't healed from that? You still healing? Guess what, man? That's cool. As long as you acknowledge that. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you acknowledge that you're still healing. And as long as you acknowledge that the shit that you went through is bullshit. And as long as you can acknowledge that the shit that you've been through until now is the reason why you is the way you is, bro. Then that way you ain't gonna be broken, bro. You see what I'm saying? You have to refuse to be a broken man, my nigga. I don't care what you've been through, where you've been at, what has happened to you. The fact that you still standing, like the fact that you still alive, nigga, the fact that nature ain't kill you, that's natural selection. Natural, bro, let me tell y'all what natural selection is according to nature, right? Natural selection happens when, so this is what natural selection is, right? You got a family of ducks. Or let me say you got mama duck, papa duck, right? Papa duck impregnate mama duck make like, how many babies? Let's say 7 babies. 7 babies, out of them 7, 2 of them are weak. You know, maybe due to malnutrition, due to a few things. Maybe the last 2 eggs out of them 7 were not nutritionalized properly, were not well, you know what I'm saying? So when they get hatched now, you got 7 baby ducks. What happens with these 7, right? Amongst each other as siblings, they start bullying each other and shit. So you find that the older ones start picking on the younger ones, and if the younger ones ain't strong enough to defend themselves, in most cases they die. And you can't look at this, and this goes for any animal. Like, bro, this happens in almost every animal in the animal kingdom. Like, this happens. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to look at it in an instance that it was natural selection. The strongest ones survive. That's what nature decides, bro. The same goes for turtles. Turtles hatch like 100 eggs in a year. I don't know how many times they hatch a year, but when they hatch eggs, they make buku eggs, nigga. And then when those turtles hatch, them turtles go into the water. But you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I learned about the turtles is that when they get out the water to go hatch their eggs, they hatch their eggs like a few hundred meters away from the ocean, bro. So then when the turtles get born, these niggas have to crawl. Them small ass niggas have to crawl about 500 meters back to the ocean. Even if it's 100 meters, I'm not sure how many meters it is usually, but they have to crawl 100 meters. Now think about it, bro. A baby turtle's about these size, nigga. 100 meters, bro. Just moving like these, trying to get to the water. So when it's a bunch of them like this now, you got the birds, bro. You got the crows, you got the birds. They know that the birds know when the turtles hatch. They be watching and shit because they be in the sky. So usually what happens in times like these is the birds start hunting the turtles, man. You know what I'm saying? Eagles, fucking vultures, fucking crows, dive in there, scooping some turtles up. Some don't make it to the water, unfortunately. But that's just natural selection, because natural selection says the strongest animal will survive. So, bruh, if you still alive right now, nigga, if you ain't dead, bruh, you ain't got no reason to choose to be a victim and to be broken, bruh. Because natural selection says you're strong enough to survive, so why don't you act like it? Instead of acting like a little victim, acting like a little bitch. It's niggas that didn't make this shit. It's niggas that didn't make this in this life that would want to be in your position. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some shit happened to you when you playing this game maybe with one hand. Maybe you playing this game with one leg, nigga. Fuck it, you still here. You feel me? Thank God I got all my limbs and shit. But I'm just saying, for example, like, bro, you can't be a victim based off your circumstances. Like, if shit happens to you in this life and if it don't kill you, you can't be a victim. Natural selection says you're still strong enough to survive. So whatever life throws at you, bro, you can combat it and attack it. Like, you ain't really got to worry, but it's not that deep for real, bro. I'm on your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's a reminder, bro. You don't have to be a broken man. A lot of niggas have excuses. Like, you always trying to make up an excuse for why you ain't doing a certain thing. Certain excuse for why you haven't done this yet. Like, you be knowing it's certain things you know you should be doing, like, you know what I'm saying, in your life, but you have these excuses saying, nah, it's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of this, it's because of that I can't do it. But you should be looking at it in the sense that the fact that you're still here, bro, that means you still can do that shit. Like, if you weren't supposed to be here, but if you were not supposed to be doing the shit that you know you're supposed to be doing, that means you're not supposed to be here. Literally, that means you're not supposed to be here, bro. Because if you're still alive, really, nigga, nature says you're still alive, that means you still got some shit you need to accomplish. Otherwise, nature would have selected your ass up out of here. Nature would have selected your ass up out of here, bro. That's why some people commit suicide. That's why some people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's because nature's, like, sometimes life is too much for a nigga. Nigga says, nah, nigga, I'm too weak for this shit. Then you kill yourself. Suicide is almost a form of weakness. Like, you have to be really in a spirit of a weakness, like super weakness, to be able to kill, to end yourself, nigga. You really have to be in a space of like serious weakness to be like, you know what, man, I can't do this shit no more. I'm out. I'm done with this shit. So I'm saying, so if you still alive, nigga, if you ain't suicide, if you ain't having no suicide, and best believe if you have suicidal thoughts, my nigga, you're weak, man. That means you at your weakest point. Like, for real, if you thinking about offing yourself, nigga, thinking about getting up out of this planet, unnaturally, like actually forcing yourself to get up out of here, bro. That means you in a weak spot, and you need to hurry up and fuck up and get up out this spot. Cause in most times when you're in such a state, bro, like, that's not a good state to be in, bro. So you have to work hard, like, to get out of that. I know it's hard, nigga. It's not easy to get out of such a mental state. That's why I told everything is mental. I understand that. That's why when you're in a certain mental state, bro, even if you try to do some shit, you ain't gonna be able to do it because your mind is not right. Your mind is not aligned, bro. So that's why I'm always telling y'all, like, focus on yourself, because that allows you to control your mind. The moment you can control your mind, bro, you can control life, bro. Because we suffer more in the head than in reality, bro. Like, we suffer more in this thing here than in this reality. Don't forget, because in here is infinite possibilities. So if it's infinite possibilities in your mind, think about how many times you constantly gravitating towards negative possibilities, bro. Because there's both. You got positive possibilities, you got negative. So most of the time that we suffering because we gravitating and we projecting negative possibilities in our head when we really don't. Because when you take time out and you be still, you really get to see that, bro, I ain't gonna lie, everything is chill right now. Like, yeah, I might not be where I see myself at or whatever, but life is cool. Like, when you take a step back and you look around you and you still, you actually see that, yo, everything is cool. Like, you see what I'm saying? We suffer more in here. So take time out, bro, to, like, learn your mind and, like, be able to control that shit. Meditation helps you. Less distractions. The more you distracted, bro, that means you need external stimulant to have your brain release certain chemicals. Bro, the reason you addicted to your phone is because when you're on your phone, bro, the shit that you're watching and shit, when you click on them videos, what happens is your brain receives it excretes dopamine, bro. Dopamine is the feel-good hormone. So every time you're feeling good, it's not because you're just feeling good. It's because there's a chemical that's been released in your body that's causing you to feel that way. Without that chemical, you wouldn't feel that way, nigga. The same way when you sad, it's a chemical. It's literally something that's released within your system that make you feel that way. So think about this shit when I'm telling you, when you're on your phone, nigga, you unnaturally secreting this dopamine because you're constantly just spiking your shit every time. Every time you're on your phone watching unnecessary videos, dumbass entertainment, you almost, like, it's a double-edged sword. As much as you say, okay, cool, if these are feel-good hormones, I'm releasing them, you know what I'm saying, watching videos and shit, it's almost a double-edged sword, because that means you can't release them without that. You're doing it unnaturally when you're supposed to be doing this shit naturally, bro. And the way you can do that is through meditation, through working out. Working out releases dopamine and good endorphins. You're gonna feel good naturally, right? For a long time, you don't have to be on the phone. You don't have to be doing shit like that to feel good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So start being a victim. Like, you gotta get out that mindset, nigga. I'm on your ass, nigga. Refuse to be a broken man, bro. Focus on the things you can control, bro. Broken niggas is weak niggas. That's what it is when you broken. You weak. Yeah, you might have been through traumatic experiences. Yeah, you might have been through terrible experiences, life-changing experiences that change your mental. But yeah, if you're still here, that means it just shaped your construct, your mentality, in order for you to survive, bro. Most of the time when you make up some philosophy, like most of the time when you go through shit and then you create philosophies based off the experience, that's just a coping mechanism that your spirit naturally did. Like, that's the intelligence of a human being, bro. You create philosophies and you create things based off the current experience just so you can survive that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So if you've been in if you've been that nigga, bro, who been through traumatic experiences and have created philosophies that you now live by, here's another thing, but you ain't gotta live by them philosophies no more, because you have to understand that them philosophies, you had them created them when it was in a time where you needed to survive. You needed them in times of survival, bro. You're not always gonna be in survival state. You understand? But I need you to understand that when you're in a survival state, you're in your weakest state, bro. That's the state that they want us in constantly. That's the state that the Matrix wants you in constantly, in that survival state. Because when you're in that state, you really can't do anything that you want to do because you're just trying to survive. So everything you're doing is almost like shit. Like, fuck. Like, you're doing it from a weak point of view, bro. I'm saying, like, when you're trying to survive, you're doing shit from a weak point of view and you're easily manipulated. You're easily manipulated. However, if you're in a state where it's like you're not trying to survive and you're just chilling, like you understand that, hey, bro, if you're still here right now, that means you're supposed to be here. Then you're not gonna be moving. Like, that's why I said it's a mental game, but you gotta have to restructure your mental, restructure their mind, nigga. Refuse to be a broken man, nigga. You're not broken, bro. You still here? Shit, you made it. You still here, bro. You exactly where you need the fuck to be. Stop accepting philosophies and stop accepting truths that are not true no more based off past experiences. Because that's what most niggas do. You attach yourself to a past experience, and what you're doing when you attaching yourself to a past experience, you steady bringing that old self, you bringing it into this reality. So in most of the time, bro, you end up reliving shit that you don't want to relive no more. It might not be with the same person, it might not be in the same situation, but the simulation is the same because you're still thinking in that state. Get your ass up out of that state, bro. Get your ass up out of that state, nigga. You're not a broken man, you're not a victim. We're guys, we're here to figure shit out. We're here to build. The only way you can build is if you're grounded, nigga. Stop trying to survive, nigga. And that starts in here. Just thought I should remind you. Top of the Thursday, man. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm gonna check y'all on the next one. I love you. Peace.